Hello, Alaikum guys. I'm Alaikum from Learn English with Alaikum. I hope you're all good. And today we are going to talk about simple present tense, but we'll make the sentences in negative form, okay? In my previous video, I did talk about making the sentence in a positive form, okay? But today we will talk about how to change them into a negative form, okay? So we have this formula, we have the formula on the board, okay? So what we need, subject. Okay, remember the formula of making a simple present in a positive way? We need a subject, okay, verb, and the last thing is the object. Brilliant. So, but in a negative form, what we do after the subject, we add do not or does not into a sentence to make the sentence into a negative form, okay? Just pay attention to the first sentence here. I like milk. That's a positive sentence. Remember the positive? I is a subject, like, that you like something, which is a verb, and milk is the object, okay? So I like milk, okay? Positive sentence. But if you want to make a negative of this, what we do? Okay, so we have to use do not or does not. We can't use both in a sentence. We need to pick one of them, okay? So you remember the formula of, we spoke about in my previous video, the first person, second person, and the third person, okay? It's very important, especially when it comes to simple present tense, okay? So do you remember in the first person, I and we don't use as with the verb. Similar to second person you, we don't use as with the verb. But once when we talk about a third person singular, we always did use as with the verb, okay? Same rule will apply here, okay? It says I like milk, okay? So when I like milk, we don't need to worry about does not, because I is the first person, okay? You just have to worry about when you hear or you read the third person singular, okay? Otherwise you will use do not everywhere. But as soon as you do here third person, we are talking about one person, okay, or one pronoun, then you have to use does not into a sentence, and you have to omit the as from the verb, okay? We don't need a verb as with the verb. Why? Because we will be using does not instead of it, okay? So I like milk, same as I like milk is the first person, we'll just use do not, okay? So we are turning this into a negative sentence. It will stay same I, but after the subject we have to add do not, okay? I do not like will stay like milk, okay? Very easy. And what it has become now? It has become a negative sentence. Remember, the sentence which we do make in simple present tense don't have any timing, okay? That we did something yesterday, we'll be doing something tomorrow. No, that we do something all the time, okay? So in here, I like milk. It means the person is telling you this person likes milk. It doesn't mean that he just liked yesterday or tomorrow. No, he likes milk. So here now, I like milk. So if you want to make a negative of it, I don't like milk. In general, we are talking about, okay? The second one is she reads newspaper. First of all, she is the first person, second or third. I'm the first person, remember you are the second person. She is the third person. How many people are we talking about here? One or more than one? One, that's right. So once when you talk about one person, that's why as is added here. But once when we are changing into a negative form, we say she, we talk about one person, we will use does not. She does not, okay? Or you can say she doesn't. And we will write down read here rather than reads, okay? Because we don't need as here, because as is already in here with do, okay? She doesn't read newspaper, okay? And this is a negative form of the sentence, okay? Okay, the last one is Ali cooks rice. Ali, then another third person we are talking about. This time we have a name here. Third person. And how many people are we talking about here? Just the one. So one person he talks about, that's why you have as added into a positive sentence. Once when you want to make a negative, yeah, please tell me what we should do. That's right, we will write it down. Ali Should we use do not or does not? Which one should we use? Does not. Brilliant. Very good. We need use does not. And the reason is we need to use does not because Ali is a single person. Ali doesn't eat, Ali doesn't cook rice. And we don't need to leave the S here with because it's after merging with does. Okay, do. So Ali doesn't cook rice. Okay, so what? This has become a negative of this sentence. Okay, there you go. So what you should do, just practice the negative forms of it, okay? And yeah, make a few more sentences using the same format formula and just practice because the practice will make you better. The practice is the only thing, okay? And beside that, what you should do, I always encourage my student to, start listening to English programs as well, okay? Maybe English news, maybe English debates, whatever you like in English. If you like sports, listen to sports news in English. If you like politics, listen to politics in English. If you like dramas, whatever you like, but just make sure listening is very important. You have to listen into English, okay? So what you should do, just practice. Make your ears ready for it, okay? And I leave it at this note. And inshallah, I'll see you in my next video where I'll be talking about the interrogative forms of, how to make interrogative sentences in simple present tense. So don't forget to watch my next video, okay? And same thing again, if you haven't enrolled yourself for the free Zoom classes, then please do so because the classes will be starting next week, inshallah, okay? And the first month is free. You don't need to pay for the first month anyway. So if you don't like the class, you can leave the class at any time, okay? So what I would advise you to send me, your messages if you are interested in taking the free Zoom classes, okay? And I always welcome your comments and advice, so please, if you do have one from me, write it down in the link below, okay? Up till then, look after yourself. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum.